A trip to a local gas station turned into a near-death experience for a Lafayette man after he was exposed to a deadly amount of drugs. News 10's Zane Hogue met with Cody Mullen, who is using his experience as a reminder to stay vigilant.
For Cody Mullen, the day started just like any other, by stopping at a local gas station to buy a gallon of water.
Bought that, went back to my office, happened to eat a couple handfuls of cashews, didn't wash my hands.
Shortly after, Mullen said the day took a turn for the worse. He began feeling ill, and while he initially thought it could be the flu, the downward spiral continued.
On the way home, I started getting a little more lightheaded, just slightly disoriented. I wasn't passed out, but I wasn't far from it. But I had the shakes real bad. I was freezing, but I was running a fever. I developed this really bad dry cough.
Throughout the night, Mullen noticed his heart rate was north of 200 beats per minute, and the chills and shakes intensified.
At that point, I probably should have went to the hospital. When looking down, I could see my chest hair vibrating off my chest.
The next day, the symptoms stopped, but left Mullen feeling pain in his joints and his organs. A friend in law enforcement told Mullen he may have been drugged, as the drug residue could have been left on the change he received from the store.
And before I even finished telling him, he's like, "You had definitely an exposure to at least fentanyl, and it sounds like probably meth."
The two drugs counteracting each other may have been the only reason Mullen survived.
People I'd talked to, doctors, a couple other people were like, the methamphetamines, if you had enough fentanyl in your system, and methamphetamines actually kept your heart going. With
extensive damage to his kidney and liver, Mullen would also have a stroke as a result of the drug exposure, leading to a 9-day stay in the ICU.
This is a real thing here. You know, this just happened to me.
With many questions still left unanswered and a long road to recovery, Mullen is dedicating his time to spreading a message that you should always stay vigilant.
It's just staying, up to date with what the possibilities are, what surfaces things can be on. And this might have been a 1 in a million thing that could have happened. It just happened to happen to me. So you just always be vigilant about anything you pick up, anything you get from anybody else. And even a situation like this, it could have been money that came out the register. And, I just happened to be the one that took the lick on it. And, if it saved somebody else's life, I guess you'd say it was worth it.
Today, Mullen is still recovering and continuing to get checkups on his heart. Zane Ho, KLFY News 10.